turn the music on.
Got bank rolls in my pocket. Hold up. Said Rick Rock got another one. Hey, and my pull-up game too strong. Hey, look, I pulled up cause I'm a real one. Slide on you, what the deal, cuz? You in the house trying to catch a Z and I'm outside cause I'm still up. I don't chase hoes, I chase money. To the bank rolls, I've been summoned, swear you niggas lame. Cause all you do is hang your hands out trying to hold something. You can't stand alone and I'm solo. Got a selfie pic in that photo. I'm charged up and by next year, I'ma pull up in that Roro. Got Rolls Royce in my vision. See a Lambos in my dreams. Need a Bentley truck or that G-Wagon cause the ladies love big things. Ooh, I don't know what you heard. In all honesty, I'm the truth. They need Rick Rock in this rap game like Tupac and that juice. And I don't sip lean in my soda. But the little homies, they pour. And if you got a problem, you can catch the hands on God, fooling you to go up. Hey, you know I got the shit poppin'. It's poppin'. Pull up and go shopping. If I see something I won't fool, I'ma ball out, it's no problem. She blowing bands, you a fan. Say you looking for me, here I am. I'ma pull up with two burners on me like Yosemite said. Damn, I know y'all don't like it. Nah,
Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. How y'all doing this morning, bro? This Ali.
And this is your girl, Moni. Happy Friday, people. What's good? What's good? What's good?
Already.
It's finally here. Friday is here. It has been a long week, Ali. Lord God.
You better know it. Hey, y'all know how we do it, man. Get it kicked out, get it started, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of this bar Rick Rock. We're going to pay a few bills around here. We're going to be right back.
Pulled up and my buckets. You switched up and I stayed down and I tripled up on my budget. And I let them hate when it's hammer time. I deposit that and don't touch it.
Hey, what's up?
Ain't no thing. What the deal? What's up with you?
Nothing much. You gonna pull up?
Yeah, shoot, I'll slide through. What you drinking on?
Whatever you bring.
Hey, where your boyfriend at?
I don't like you.
Damn, I know y'all don't like me. Nah, I pull up and get active. Yeah, I don't got time to worry about a hater. I'm counting
Yes, man. We pulling up and get active on y'all this morning. How y'all doing this morning, Mo? How you doing this morning, my sister?
Good. I am doing very well. I'm glad it is Friday. It has been a long week, but I'm looking forward to the weekend as I think most of us are. If you are working, you're like, I get a break, and the kids get a break from school, and we got Halloween coming up tomorrow. So I'm excited for the weekend. I am. I'm excited.
Oh, man, you know, I can't complain. You know, I'm just, man, I guess is, you know, one of them things, man, where shit, you got to do what you got to do. You know, we've been holding it down all week and, you know, trying not to be too itchy. You know what I'm saying? To come out here and give these folks another show. So I know we've been very anxious. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just been chilling out, man, trying to get that virtual schooling out of our system, man, as we move on with it today. If y'all can see, man, we got a little topic in today. You know what I'm saying? I think we got that more creeping it real.
Creeping it real. You know, Halloween's tomorrow. People are gonna be creeping around in they Halloween costumes and they, you know, they're this and that. So I figured, hey, you know, we're gonna keep it real on the show anyway. So why not put a little twist on it, you know, because Halloween's tomorrow and it's Friday. Why not?
Already. Creeping it real. Well, Mo, what you got for the folks this morning? Let's go on and get into it. What you got for them?
Well, I know that a lot of people, you know, celebrate Halloween, but maybe they don't know where it derived from, where it came from, why they celebrate. You know, we know it's a pagan holiday, but let's kind of get into it of why we celebrate and just get a little history. So I'm going to go through and read this article that I found about it and then just share with you guys. You can give me your thoughts.
All right.
So Halloween began as an ancient Celtic festival called Samhain, literally meaning summer's end, the change of seasons from light to dark, a brief period of time when spirits from the other world could cross into the realm of the living. During Samhain, the ancient Celtics wore animal costumes to frighten away those unwelcome guests. They also left cakes and wine in their doorways to distract the spirits from their usual shenanigans and mischief making. Sound familiar? After the arrival of Christianity in the 4th and 5th century, and despite their own enthusiastic conversion, those stubborn Celtics held tightly to their pagan traditions. In other words, Samhain was here to stay. So finally, by the 8th century, the Pope came up with a clever idea. November 1st was declared All Saints' Day in honor of the Christian martyrs and saints. Samhain was already a festival rooted around departed souls and was easily adapted into the new Christian holiday, which is now called Summer's End and has become now Halloween. So today, it's mostly, as we know, a secular holiday with Americans planning to participate, hanging spooky costumes, decorations, carving pumpkins, trick-or-treating, eating candy, and watching movies. So that's where it all came from. That's why we dress up. That's why we, have candy, give out candy, eat candy. All of that is because of the spirits and the souls and the living and the departed souls.
So once again, Mo, here we are as Americans, right?
Yes.
We done took a spiritual holiday, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
turned it into something that's horrifying, like ghost and goblin type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
we really
right.
done messed it up. Like, damn, is that what we do in
Yes.
America? We just take everybody else's ideas and just mess them up. Just like the
Right.
squeegee man. They took the squeegee man away from us and made a drive-through car wash. You understand what I'm saying? Is Jesus still
Right.
Jesus? We finding that it's lost books in the Bible, and now I found out this about Halloween for real.
Right. I'd rather go back to wearing animal costumes, eating cake and wine. Forget the candy and the goblins and ghosts shit. I just want to have a good time. So I think I might go back to the ancient Celtics and put on an animal costume, a rabbit, a cat, a dog, or something, and have some cake and wine and call it a day.
Call it a day. You know what I mean?
Call it a day. Yes.
Hell,
I want to do.
The way the police treating me, shit, I already feel like a dog, so I just need the cake and wine. What about that?
Oh, Lord. Lord. Yeah, so that's what's in from. So does anybody, are there any callers out there or anybody planning to celebrate? I know Ali doesn't celebrate, and I have young children, and it's a catch-22 because you don't want to celebrate, but then the kids look forward to celebrating and participating like all of their friends do. They want to dress up. So, of course, I gave in. We bought goblin costumes. So they're going to be goblins or ghosts or whatever they are. I don't even know. Some type of scary dead man walking. I don't know. I don't know. I just bought it. And then I'm going to be a nun. So I decided this year I was going to dress up. I'm going to be a nun because nobody's getting none. You get none over here. And I'm going to put it on the playlist.
Mo, so you say
it's
you
on
going
lockdown. Click.
Come on now. You say you going to dress up as a nun, Mo?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to be a nun because my stuff's on lockdown. Click. You get none over here.
Oh, you get none over here. So you going to walk around with a padlock around you too then, huh?
Please, if you lift that garb up, I see padlock. I dare you to lift it up. You're going to see a padlock. For sure.
Well,
like
fellas,
they used to wear in the ancient times on those old shows that y'all watch with the medieval people, and they have the chastity belt. Oh, yeah, for sure. We chastity belted over here.
Well, folks, I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? The combination to that safe is hell no. That's how you go pick that lock. Hell no. That's the key. Yeah. So, Mo,
Yes.
in this creeping it real, let me get this number out here before I forget to. Man, y'all call into the show, man. That's 424-216-8344. Again, for you proper people, that's 424-216-8344. For all you country folks, it's 424-216-8344. 216-8344. You heard me? Now, y'all feel free to call in anytime. All right, check this out though,
Just like
Mo.
I would have said it. You said it just like I would have said it the proper way. 424, because you know that's how I talk, right? You know I'm from California, so I pronunciate everything, and everybody talks about me. But you did a really good job.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it. You know what I'm
You did a really
saying?
good job.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I had to let go of that down south vernacular, you know what I'm saying, and just turn it on sometimes. You know, I used to watch my mama do that since we creeping the real, right? Remember when our
Right.
parents used to tell us, you know, they be on the phone, sit your ass down. Hello? Like, what the hell is that? What? How did you go from sit your ass down to hello? How you doing? No, how you do that?
Yeah, they had to play the role. They can't let everybody know how they act at home. You have to have your professional voice tone, and you have to have your. This was how I did with my family and my friends. You multi-personality up in here.
Man.
Everybody has it. We all do it.
Yeah, we have to turn it on and off. You know what I'm saying? We
We
have to on a
do.
consistent basis. You
We
know,
do.
since we
You
creeping
look-
the real, Mo. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever, man? You know, we just creeping the real, y'all. So, have you ever like been the victim of, you know, like say for instance, you know what I'm saying? I think we all done this before. Like pushing your mom, pushing that shopping cart on the back of your mama heel. Have you ever been victim of that? You ever did that?
What?
Okay, you know you're in the grocery store, right? And you pushing the shopping cart behind your parents or behind your mom, and you just accidentally push her and hit her with that fucking shopping cart. Have you ever did that before?
Have I done it? Have I been a victim or have I been the perpetrator?
Have you been the perpetrator and the victim?
Both. Yes, I have
Ah.
done it, and as a mother of children, 2 boys, I have received as well. I've been a victim. And it actually happened. We were in Costco, a week and a half? And it happened to me. I'm like, if you don't get off my heel, that hurt. Move. Give me some space. Are we social distancing? Good Lord. Give me 6 feet. Jesus.
You did not hit my nephew with the social distancing with the shopping cart.
Jesus.
See, that's
Little
some new
boy.
shit right there. That's some new.
Oh boy, leave me alone. Get off my heels.
Oh man. Oh man. Let me keep it moving, man. What else we got today, Mo? Since we creeping the real, man. Hey, I know I wasn't the only one, Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, big shouts out to your homeboy Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I'm
He
from
been doing
Louisiana,
some real
so you know what I'm
creeping.
saying. I have
He
to.
been doing some creeping.
Oh
Let's
man.
talk about his creeping. But
Oh man. So.
I found on the internet a picture of your boy all showing all his teeth, gold, white, silver, whatever's in there, all smiles and thumbs up with your orange boy.
Oh man.
So now he's endorsing him, saying, they listen to us, and he has assured that he's going to get it done, and the platinum plan sounds amazing. He's going to create jobs for the community. What? Why you gonna creep with this dude now? Is that what we doing? Wayne? Is that what we doing? You still little, but you grown now. Okay, big, little, medium size, medium Wayne. I mean, dude, really now?
Ah man. Hey, and you know, Mo, you know how I feel about, you know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about my man, you know how I feel about the boot, man, and any other time, man, like bro, I probably just hung up, just like click, you know what I'm saying? Talk about Lil Wayne like that. But family,
Is it-
I had to agree with you this time, family. Like, man, I love Lil Wayne. Like, bro, he one of them pioneers. You know what I'm saying? Of the South, man, in my eyes, bro, a living legend, bro. Shit. I think he lost his mind this time, though, for real, for real. Too much syrup in
real.
his cup.
Yes, a little too much. He looked like he a little sideways in that picture anyway. He wasn't all the way there. But I'm just, what's going on with the creeping? You know, first 50 Cent was creeping one day, then he turned around and realized the errors of his creeping and came back on around, and now Lil Wayne with the shenanigans too. Like, it really must be a full moon coming around, because all this creeping and Orange Man endorsed it. I mean, Orange is connected to Halloween, and Is that what's going on right now?
It's got to be. They must think this dude a pumpkin or something. Like he
Yes,
pumpkin
they
head.
must.
Got to be. Pumpkin
It's
head.
gotta. I'm not connecting the dots. I can't follow these pumpkin seeds. He trying to set out and trap us into. It's a setup.
Mo,
It's a setup.
I just don't know what is in the syrup now. Is it something in the rap juice or something? Like what the hell is really going on right now? Is it something in the rap juice? Y'all please let me know what is going on out here in Orange Man's world. You know what I'm saying? Like we're getting closer and closer to the election. And I mean these brothers is coming out the woodwork talking about they supporting this brother, man. I'm like, man, are you serious? But you know, in all honesty though, Mo, you know, man, like I say, man, I might be casting my ballot, bro, at 11:59. You know what I mean? Just to hold it out, hold out as long as I can. Cause I know, you know, I sent you the report, but we was talking about this, but you see how the dude he was in. I'm trying to think of what city he was in again, Mo. The dude that he got in trouble for throwing the ballots in the garbage. He threw like
Oh,
100
yeah,
and
this morning. I forgot
yeah.
the name. Now you know I forget stuff. I can't remember what I had for lunch 2 days ago, let alone what you told me this morning. I don't know.
Mo.
But anyway, even still, nonetheless, your point is
I got it. I'm gonna get you, Mo. I got you.
okay. Just saying. Moving on. So the reason you say that is because there's some shenanigans going on with the voters. The mail-in. The man was arrested for dumping. What was it? How many absentee ballots were
Boom.
there?
Boom. Mo, I got it too. USPS worker, age 30, faces 5 years in prison after admitting he tossed 111 absentee ballots in a dumpster in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yes.
Woo, they doing the fool. He doing what I was for. What was all that for? How is that benefiting him though? Like you taking a huge risk for Orange Man you don't know you, don't care about you or any of his other supporters, as what happened in Nebraska. I'm not sure if it was the north or the south of Nebraska. I'm not sure which one it was because he was confused himself. But nonetheless, he left them out high to dry too. Did you hear about that? Now that was a joke because I do know there's only one Nebraska. Nebraska, I want y'all thinking, oh no, because I know your girl knows. But he left those supporters that came to the Trump rally in Nebraska. They bust them in from wherever they were parked, their parking lot location, bust them into the rally. And it was below zero temperatures there, cold as crap. And when the rally was over, there were no buses to be found to take them back to their cars. They were stranded.
Now you know there wasn't no brothers and sisters out there. First of all, 40 degrees below zero, we ain't having that. No, we ain't gonna. We ain't having that. Trump, we don't give a damn if it's Trump. If Obama was somewhere in 20 below zero, man. They ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that's first. Second of all, you don't leave a crowd of black folks nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Stranded. It's gonna be some problems and situations.
Yes, you're right about that. For sure. Let's get some callers and see what they think about all this going on. Let's give the number one more time. Y'all gonna call in to 424 216 8344. We want to get your ideas and you share your thoughts about what's going on and how folks are creeping around and what you got going on this weekend. Do we have any callers on the phone? I gave the number out, but we'll wait till somebody calls in.
All right, for sure. But until then, man,
Yes.
I'm gonna play this little clip from Earthquake. And you know how we was talking about hey, big shouts out to Earthquake, man. Earthquake be on top of it. Earthquake, you know, the comedian Earthquake. So I'm gonna play this little clip when he was talking about somebody help me out here and why.
Okay, let's hear it.
Now Weezy taking the motherfucking picture with Donald Trump. Ice Cube, Kanye. I ain't gonna knock the brothers, man. this what I want to say is to them is why now? I mean, why weren't you hollering at me year 1, year 2, year 3? Steve was the only motherfucker that went to meet him day 1 and he fucked Steve over. Why now? 5 days before he gonna lose his job. And then bigger than this, the first and only black president said he ain't shit. Ain't his word good enough? I thought y'all niggas said y'all was true to y'all niggas who y'all down for. Your homies, that's yours. And then all y'all was up in Barack's fucking face. First black president, all down. Now he tells you the person who the job that he had, that he's most professional and has the most experience to tell you who's qualified a job, telling you this man ain't shit, and you still go meet with him. That's what I don't understand. Why a black man's word can't carry no weight, no referral. Just because he said it's that way, I'm going to trust in that man because he should know more than I do. Same way you want people to take your word when you say this is what it is in hip-hop. That's why the hypocrisy with what y'all niggas stand for is just confusing to a nigga from Southeast DC. Peace.
All right. Man, that
All
was
right.
Earthquake and his take on it. You know what I'm saying? Earthquake was pretty much, you know, I mean, I don't want to quote the brother. I mean, y'all heard what he said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like basically with Earthquake, he's like, why we even meeting with Donald Trump? You know what I mean? Nevertheless, taking a picture with him and endorsing with him. Now, Earthquake, I have to, you know what I'm saying, correct the brother on the Cube thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cube met with him, but, you know, they was talking about something else. We got to call her right quick, Mo. I don't want to be rude. Let me see who we got.
Let's see.
Thank you for calling Talking Tea with Ali and Monique. Who we speaking with this morning?
This is via satellite from Oakland.
Via satellite from Oakland. What's good with it? Oakland in the house, California, yay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Already.
What you got going on with satellite?
What you got for us, Miss Satellite?
Oh, okay. So you guys were talking about how we have to kind of use one voice at work and use one voice at home, and I think the term for that is code switching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's code switching, right? So It's just so interesting because we have to do it. But my question for you guys is, we know how to do it naturally, right? Do we need to teach our kids to do it too? What if they don't know how to? Do we want them to have one voice at home and one voice at school? Because what I'm seeing is the younger generation, they don't know how to code switch. They just use their Ebonics 24/7. How do we teach our children how to code switch?
That's a good question. Mo, you want to take a stab at that first?
I can take a stab at it. You know, it's funny because I don't think we were even taught that. We saw it. It was modeled for us. We weren't necessarily, my generation, we weren't necessarily taught. I saw my parents code switch, and I just kind of innately picked up on it. So, I mean, I can only speak for myself. That's what I saw. But then when it comes to my children, I think she's right in what she says, because I've noticed how my children, they kind of do the same thing with their peers. But I think as they get older, that they may have an innate ability to do the same thing. Now, I don't know, because my kids are still like school age. I don't know how these millennials do it. I have no idea what they do because I don't have any children that age. But we may have to teach them. I mean, it may be something that we have to teach our children to do if they don't recognize and see us doing it like I saw my mom and dad do it all the time. They're one way around their friends. Well, you get on the phone talking to somebody about some business, you have to sound educated, polite, and professional.
Right.
Well, all the time. So they'll take you seriously. and you can get the job done.
Yeah. So I mean,
What do you think, Ellie?
I look at it like this. I mean, I think there's it's a lot of tools. I mean, I think if we just go to the whole teaching etiquette, period. You know what I mean? Table manners and things of that nature. Because we at a point now, like where we sitting at the dinner table with our children and they got their heads down in the phone. You know what I mean? So I mean, it starts with all of that etiquette. I mean, if we can do that, I mean, even now, you know, I deal with young men. I coach, baseball and basketball and stuff. But it's like even with them, like when I see their moms and stuff getting in the car and they're not opening the door for their moms, and their moms then bought $100 bats, $100 cleats, $200 gloves, and you not opening the car door for your mom, I got a problem with that. I'll make my players run on spot if I see them not opening the door for their mom. I mean, it's just the little small things like that that we have to reinstill into a generation. You know what I mean? Even now, I don't know how old you are, said like, but I think we probably the same generation. But it's like, you know how we couldn't even be in grown folks' conversations when we were little. You get popped in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, all of that stuff was taught to us by either by physicality, being popped in the mouth, or our punishment. Our punishments was a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no taking your Xbox away from you, and we had Nintendo, but you ain't had no cell phone. If you had a beeper, your beeper was only for your parents. You know what I mean? That it wasn't for everybody to have your pager number and things of that nature. So it's a lot of stuff. I mean, to go along with, just, learning how to speak one way, and then, using our ebonics and things of that nature in public. I mean, me personally, I'm not ashamed of ebonics. You know what I mean? And I feel like, we always have to cross over. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I have no problem with that. But we've been crossing over since the Temptations. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying?
I love it.
So
I love it. My husband has your same perspective about the ebonics. He's like, we are who we are. And I correct his language sometimes, and he doesn't like it. He's like, we got to accept ourselves for who we are. So I like that. I have one more topic.
Uh-huh.
I heard that Snoop Dogg voted for the first time.
That's probably
in this election.
That's probably.
Is he not embarrassed that he did not vote for Obama?
Nah, I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I ain't vote for Obama either. I'm not embarrassed.
Okay.
You didn't vote for Obama?
Nah.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Because to me,
I'm surprised because a lot of people
to vote for I wouldn't have missed the opportunity to vote for the first black president.
I wouldn't have either. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have missed
I've
that.
been voting since 1994. I voted for Clinton. That was my first election I voted for. So I've been voting. So
Mine too.
hey, it's 2020. He voted for the first time. I guess that's a good thing. But I've heard comments say like, why did he even tell anybody that? Because why even share that with anybody? Because you're almost 50 years old. Like, he should have been voting for the last, 32 years. So anyway, just wondering what you guys thought about that. Wonder what Mo's perspective is.
I hear about that. So just now you're telling me, but I did hear Kanye say in an interview that with what's that white guy's name, that he has never voted in an election at all. But here you are trying to convince us who to cast our ballots for, and you have never even voted.
Yeah.
It's shocking to me when I hear it. I'm shocked that, like you said, you wouldn't even take it upon yourself. Even if you've never voted, to not vote for the first black president, and you're black, and you're a rapper, and you're from the hood, and you're for progress and all of this, why would you not cast your very first ballot for the first black president?
Well,
I'm shocked and appalled when I hear that.
Well,
I don't understand. I'm glad he cast his vote now.
Yeah,
he's done it, but it should have been done with the first black president. If it was going to be done. If you have waited all that time for a great candidate, that was the best candidate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my thing is this though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, me personally, I wasn't so stuck on Barack. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at everything. You know what I'm saying? I rather, you know what I'm saying, a situation like that, you know, I feel like, you know, and just doing my little research, you know, a one-term senator becoming the president of the United States of America, you know, to me that looks like he was handpicked. You know what I mean? It's just my own humble opinion. I mean, when Barack Obama went to college, he was not Barack Obama. He was Barry. You understand what I'm saying? Like, go look at his Harvard application. He was not Barack. He went to school as Barry. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this is like Barack Obama, yes, intelligent.
He was code switching on his application.
Exactly. He was code switching. So, I mean, it worked to his advantage and it worked out for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool and fine and dandy. But at the same time, I mean, Barack Obama, I mean, yes, he's intelligent. He was well-spoken, all of that. I mean, you know, he had charisma. I mean, that brother was, he on point. But, okay, in all of that voting that we did, right, as Moors or African Americans, I wouldn't even say African Americans because you know what I'm saying, Barack Obama was the truest of the African American. If you want to, you know, label yourself, he was a true African American. That's true, right? But in that all of that voting, okay, where did we go? Have we still have not moved one iota. Okay, we still own 1/2 or 1% of all of the wealth and resources in this country. So all of us going to stand in them lines for long hours and to put this brother in office, and we had no demands from this brother. What good was it? That's all I'm asking.
But don't you think that it has a more lasting effect? Like, even if in 8 years he couldn't change the wealth gap amongst black people,
right?
Didn't he also show, like, my son, your kids, the boys that you play baseball with, it's heaven sent, we can have a black president? Like, so I think it goes beyond just thinking, oh, what can he do for us in those 8 years when he had a Congress and Senate that were mostly had Republican majority, and so everything he wanted to do, they just voted down.
Right.
So he was very, you know,
it was Mitch McConnell.
But if anything, he became a role model. And I think that's very important.
Yeah, I can agree with that. 100. I can agree with that. Go ahead, Mark.
I think Mitch McConnell made it.
Fun talking to you guys.
Okay.
I gotta get going.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for calling in, via satellite.
Appreciate you calling in, my sister. Hey, y'all, don't forget, man. You got any Instagram handles or anything you want the people to tune in? Because you seem like you got a great perspective. You might be dropping something on your storyline or something we need to read.
Oh, no, I don't. My storyline is very boring.
Well, you enjoy your Friday, your Halloween.
I'll let you guys know. I'll call back in.
All right, for sure. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Tune in again.
Yeah. All right, you too. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to add to what she was going to say, or what she said, rather, was that, you know, Mitch McConnell made it his journey, his life's duty, while Barack was in Obama, to not have anything passed. From the very beginning, he said, ain't nothing going to get passed as long as I'm here. And it didn't. That's why it didn't. So you can only do what you're allowed to do, what they allow you to do. Yeah, he's a black president as far as on the surface, but they were not letting this man pass anything to benefit us. We had a great economy. We had good relations with international allies and things like that. All of those were improved, but we didn't see a direct effect monetarily in our pockets.
Right.
Yes, he got Obamacare. Yes, the interest rates were lower. People were able to buy homes and things like that. That was all great for us.
Yeah, but
you can't go in there with the black agenda, because you have to represent all the people, not just black people. That's what people fail to realize, or black people fail to realize when looking at a president. Whatever color you are, you have to represent all the people. And that's the problem with the orange man. He's not representative of all the people. He doesn't care about all people. He only cares about his white comrades.
Well, my thing is this, Mo. I look at it like this. You know, me personally, I more so participate in the Senate races in the House of Representative races more so than the presidential races. This
Correct.
just me.
Those are more important.
Right.
Yes.
And I much more participate in those elections than the presidential election, because the presidential election to me has became like a popularity contest. Because I mean, once you look at it, like we know, when Barack got in there, boom, Mitch McConnell and the majority rule or whatever the case may be, and this brother hands was tied from day one, right? Okay,
Correct.
so he did his 8 years, right? So when my sister say a role model, right, and he enlightened our young people that basically we can do anything or become anything that we want to become or even want to do, right?
Oh yes, he's opening doors for sure.
Okay, so he opened that door, right? Now I like to ask all of my Obamaians. I like to Obamaians. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like to ask all my Obamaians. Okay, well, let me ask a question. Barack is out of office. We basically haven't heard from Barack until now. He's out campaigning for his homeboy, Joe Biden. So what about the 44 or 43 million black folks that voted for Barack Obama? Is his hands tied now to where he can't start a grassroots movement in order to help form some type of reparations, being that he is experienced, he knows how Congress works, he knows how to write legislation. So why is he not fighting side by side with Dr. Claude Anderson and for the fight of reparations of blacks? You know, his hands are not tied now to do something like that. So that's what I say when a person of power like that leaves office, he still has the right to get all intel and any type of reports that come through that White House. He still has access to that, right? So I'm just trying to understand, now that our brother, and we showed him that type of support, why is he not back in our communities showing us that type of support? But he'll come out here and support his boy Joe Biden, but he won't come back and just support the people who put him in office. And just understand, we're only 13% of the population, so it's a whole lot of other folks voted for him too. You feel what I'm saying? So, but he had the majority of our vote.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just my question, to the Obamians, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to seem like I'm anti-Obama or nothing like that, but it's just, I'm not actually, but it's just the fact of, I know my brother's hands are not tied now, in whatever special interest groups that were, backing Obama. It seems like the LGBTQ community got something out of Obama. He had the act, what was that, for the, illegal children that was born here. What was that name of that act? Oh shit. We got to call him.
Okay.
We got to call him. I'm gonna think of it in a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Appreciate you for calling, talking T. Who do I have the pleasure with speaking with this morning?
This is Brother Craig from Alaska. How you doing, man?
Oh, Brother Craig from Alaska. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, bro. You got me sitting here.
Mo said, hey.
Under my seat. Hey, Mo. How you doing, sis?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
All right.
So I wanted to call and comment a couple of things. First and foremost, in reference to President Obama, it's normally been tradition of former presidents to get out the way and let the current president govern, because you end up becoming a stumbling block, so to speak. So the tradition over the history of our presidential members or former presidents, they become more ambassadors. You see them going around the world in goodwill form. But most of the time, they try not to get in the way of a former president. They feel like they had their time, let the new guy give them a chance to get his thing going. In the case of Donald Trump, the reason why you see the campaign stomping now is because that's the final push. That's normally when they want their big guns to come in. So if President Obama is with Joe Biden from the very start, then the indication is that he's still in a position of power, and is he running for president? So you have all those things that you have to worry about. There has to be some separation. So he can't come in with Joe Biden from the very start, because how do we remember Joe Biden as a vice president? You see him in front with President Obama from the very beginning, it'd be hard to delineate. So that's normally the tradition of the office, how it goes. But what's happening is that this guy has crashed and killed all the norms, so all the normal protocols and procedures don't exist anymore. That's first and foremost. As far as Lil Wayne goes, he lost me back when he said he didn't understand or what he knew about Black lives, and that term was useless. And then he attacked the reporter who was asking him the question. And I remember his story. He said that he had an accident. I think he was shot, and a white officer helped save his life. And that does happen. And kudos to him. Each person, to each their own. You can have your own political opinion. I'll just say this. When it comes to how our people have these conversations manifested, you see it's always weaponized. There is no true accountability and compassion for the people. They get mouthpieces. I think they get the people who are most popular. Last thing, bro, Henry and Mo, I tend not to leave my future and how I think about things to someone outside of me. For example, an actor or a rapper. With all due respect, I like to push, but I have to vote on what's going to benefit me, my family, and my community directly.
Right.
So I say that it's all noble because everybody is trying to come from a place of love and trying to get something accomplished. Mm-hmm. But that being said, optics is everything, bro. Optics is everything.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain things that you wouldn't do because you knew it would embarrass your parents.
Right.
It didn't matter whether it was right or wrong. It's just that you know better.
Mm-hmm. That natural instincts.
Right.
And when you know better, you do better.
Like I said, to each his own. I voted. I've been an established Democrat for all of my life. I started voting by absentee ballot when I first joined the military and was stationed in Germany in 1986. And I've been voting ever since. I've voted in every presidential election since then. So, but as far as President Obama, you got to think, of 45 presidents, we've only had one African-American president. And he was held to a standard much greater than anyone previous, and then this guy behind him. How come the norms have been lowered when, you were talking about Ebonics? Mm-hmm. When, the president talks like a New York hood.
Right.
His vocabulary is limited.
Yeah.
How he communicates is limited. We have lowered the standard. We have lowered the intellectual capacity and level of the office. It has become an embarrassment worldwide. And let me give you all some perspective. Being stationed overseas, how they vision or view America is by who's running the country. And for those of us who have traveled internationally, it's a heavy burden to bear because they will hold you accountable for whoever the mouthpiece is of the country. And at least one thing I can say is with President Obama, there was a sense of pride around the world. Everybody may not have agreed with his actions and how he did things, but there was some dignity in the office. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When his biggest scandal was a beige suit. Come on, man. And look, as a brother who likes to dress up every now and then, I kind of appreciate it. I said, "Go on, Barry." And look, he had a little bop going too.
Yeah. What you was about to say, Mo?
He got that swag. President Obama got major swag.
I gotta get that fixed, man. Yeah.
Amazing swag. But you speak volumes, brother from Alaska. You do. But you said all those were great, valid points. And I agree with you 100% that the bar and the standard has been lowered for this president. No other president was it lowered to. And then with the black president, the standards were higher, almost unattainable. It was like ridiculously high of the standards that he had to reach, that he was held to. You put the higher standards on the black man, but then you lower the standards for this idiotic white man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just,
Yeah, them
yeah,
standards,
I
them
agree with
standards
you.
definitely,
Yeah.
the standards definitely been lowered. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the bar is low. It's
Yeah,
on the floor.
yeah.
It's on the floor.
Uh-huh. So
Like,
what you was about to add to that, Craig?
I was going to say, when the last time you heard President Obama curse on a stage?
Never.
never.
When the last time you heard him describe somebody in a derogatory way?
You
I
haven't.
mean, I agree with you 100% with that, Craig. I mean,
100%.
as crazy and ignorant as we thought George Bush was, he wasn't that ignorant. George Bush, man,
Right.
Donald Trump make George Bush look like Albert Einstein. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, I get what y'all saying about lowering the standards for this president that we have. I try not to call him Orange Man like Mo, but
Right. I'm not his name. Refuse to address him.
But you know, I want to say too. You remember the narrative that was around President Obama's election? It was the post-racial time in America. America can't be racist because it elected a black man.
right.
One of 44 at the time. You're telling me now? See, that's where they get confused with the disproportionate numbers. The number of African Americans in this country and political affiliates, we only saw fit for one brother to get the opportunity. And then I'm going to say something that's been extremely controversial. I think what we're seeing now, the third reconstruction of our lifetime or of our existence, is you saw a backlash, a white backlash for President Obama's 8 years.
You sure did.
Donald Trump here, you and I talked about this the other day, he knocked off 14 incumbent and politically established Republicans. How bad was the GOP that they didn't elect any or select any of their established Republicans, whether it was Jeb Bush or any of the like?
Man.
14, he leapfrogged. You're going to tell me that there wasn't some backlash because the president had 8 years?
Of course.
Yeah, it was. Of course,
Let's
it was
talk about the
backlash.
Affordable Care Act. So I used to be a call center manager for Tri-West, which serviced the military healthcare system for retirees, active duty, Guard, and Reserve. So there was some confusion when the Affordable Care Act opened up, and folks, their children were able to stay on their insurance till they were 26. So I had veterans calling in say, hey, I would like to get my child on my insurance. He's 22, he's in college, he's part-time working. I want to make sure that he's covered. Can you give me the Affordable Care Act? But what folks wasn't realizing is that was the Obamacare that they had named it. Remember, that was a negative connotation. That wasn't a positive one. President Obama chose to embrace it because they were calling it Obamacare.
Right.
So I would have people call in and say, I don't want that Obamacare stuff, but I want the Affordable Care Act. I was like, sir, ma'am, they're one and the same. So that's the ignorance. And for 4 years, they have been trying to get the Affordable Care Act overturned. What's going to happen to all those people who are uninsured, especially during the pandemic, who will now have pre-existing conditions? So when people would call in and complain, I said, the Affordable Care Act allows you to sign up for medical care with a pre-existing condition without getting charged out the yang. You can enroll if you don't have medical insurance through your job or employment. It's important. Let me tell you how backwards this society is. They had a gentleman who lived in the Delta in Mississippi, one of the poorest states and counties in the nation. He had stage 3 lung cancer. The Affordable Care Act allowed him to receive the treatment that he needed for an affordable cost. You know what he said? He'd rather die than use a government-directed healthcare system because they intruding on his rights. Now, Nip always said you got to be willing to push the line and die for what you stand for.
Right.
But there comes a point where stupidity becomes prevalent. You know, pride is a poor substitute for intelligence.
Yep.
So you tell me. So all those people who are sitting on an idea or a standard that will allow themselves and their families to be hurt or sick or not receive the care because of an idea. Why is it a big problem to make sure everybody has health care?
Man,
I grew up in the projects, bro, where at 13 or 14, my little cousin got pregnant and had no insurance.
Man.
My mom couldn't do nothing for her. Who's going to pay for the birth of that baby? Who's going to pay for the child care services that teenager is going to need if we want to get her back in school?
Right.
How can a political party say that they're pro-life when the baby's in the womb, but they take babies at the border and put them in cages? When you have a young child that's growing up who needs assistance, food stamps, medical care, and the GOP has been trying to undermine it for 20 years. Because they fooled the nation into thinking that the primary user of welfare and food stamps are African Americans and minorities. When we know the largest number of receiving that resources are in the Midwest, upper Midwest, and in the South. Majority Caucasian.
Right.
But the narrative has been pushed that we are the ones. How can we get, as a people, be called lazy when we built this damn country?
Right. Right.
You call somebody who's been in the field for 18 hours picking cotton, hands raw. Oh, that N-word is lazy. He only picked 10 bales instead of 12. Are you kidding me?
Right. That's why
Come on, man.
That's why I feel like Craig, really, Craig and Mo, I mean, this is why I feel like black people, this is why we always want to hook up, right? Because we hooked this country up for 400 years. You know what I'm saying? We hooked them up. You feel what I'm saying? They got all the wealth, the resources, and everything, all of the benefits from that labor. You know what I mean? Built the whole country, built a nation off of that labor. You know, cotton was the number one commodity in the world. You know what I mean? At one point. Now, that's why we feel like when we go to the store and we see a t-shirt or something, $25, man, what's the hookup? Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like all the cotton we pick, we should be able to get a t-shirt for free. You know what I mean? And I feel like in all our heart of hearts, unconsciously, that's why we feel like we need to hook up. You know, our culture, we live off the hookup. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's a point of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm with you with that 100%, Craig.
But that point of entitlement is rightfully so.
Yeah, it is rightfully so, though, Mo. I mean, I agree with that.
So, it is earned. That entitlement is earned rather than others who feel like they should have it just because. We don't feel like we should have it just because.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, Craig, is there anything you want to add to that before you get out of here?
Listen, I was just going to say just really quick. So when it comes to reparations and whether black people should be compensated, after World War II and the Jewish people were pushed out of Germany and sent to Israel to reestablish a country that didn't exist, a nation that didn't exist, they put that right in the heart of Palestine. And that's like somebody coming into your house saying, okay, now we're claiming it. Get out. It's my place. So we as a country, first and foremost, we always treated minorities differently, and internationally it was prevalent. I was just going to say before I go, bro, is that how come that we can memorialize the Holocaust, we can memorialize 9/11, we can memorialize Oklahoma City, and with all due respect to all the lives and loved ones lost, but how come when it comes to the Triangle Trade, the Middle Passage, and all of the Africans that we lost, close to 40 million, it's never acknowledged? Why is that? How come we are told to shut up and stop bringing it up, but then we get bombarded with the news of or the memorialization of all those other things that I just named.
Man.
So,
yeah.
those are the
9/11 is
things
a
that
big
we have
thing
to
still.
continue to press. And we do have to hold our political leaders accountable. And we have to get out and be involved.
Right. Man, Brother Craig, man, we appreciate you calling in, man, and
We do. Thank you
dropping
so
that light
much.
down on all the darkness.
I appreciate it, man. Always love.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
for
crept
welcoming
in
me.
from the dark
Have
into
a
the
great
light.
day. And I love talking tea with my family. I just like a little creamer in mine every now and then. Peace, y'all.
Already, man. That's Brother Craig, y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my man, Big C, at Big C. He told us that number. I want to see if y'all remember that number he told us. It's a special time, 12:30 something. I know I forgot. But I think it's
I didn't even hear it.
12:34. 12:34 if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what happened at 12:34, but hey, that's it. Big C. All right? Hey, y'all check this
All
out.
right.
Mo. All right.
Yeah,
I think we probably got a few minutes left here.
we do. Because it's about that time for me. I got to go eat. That time is coming.
Oh man. Before we get out of here, man, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, don't y'all forget, man, if y'all in the Houston, Texas area, man, y'all make sure y'all stop by Bunt Cakeaholics, man, proud sponsors of Talking Tea with Ali and Monique, and proud sponsors of 44 million ENT and Truth Talk Radio. Make sure when y'all get a chance, if y'all can, next Tuesday, we're gonna have a special edition of Talking Tea. We won't be on the air next Friday, so we'll try to push it a little better this weekend. But next Tuesday, on Election Day, we're gonna have an Election Day special here at Talking Tea. We'll probably try to go 2 hours that day, so we give everybody their chance to try to call in and stuff. I know we got callers trying to call in. Sorry about that, y'all, but this is an hour-long show. But we're gonna
That means
have.
I got to eat early. I got to eat early if you're going on for 2 hours. That's what that means. I'm going to have to get my breakfast on early and a nice hearty one.
Y'all make sure y'all hit eat.your.greens early next Tuesday morning and get her up so she can get some breakfast in her system so we can have our 2 hours special. Y'all make sure of that. All right. Hey, let me see what I was going to do. Yeah, before I get out of here, don't y'all forget next Tuesday, Election Day. Man, y'all get out there, man, and go vote, man, and you know what I'm saying, exercise your right. We're gonna have a special day that day. We're gonna have some of the angels to come through, man, on that day, man. Tell you a little bit about themselves, man, and that's gonna be sweet, man. You know what I'm saying?
My sisters are coming. I'm excited. I'm so
Yeah,
excited. I'm
yeah.
excited.
Yeah, so Mo and her sisters, man, they're gonna be in here, you know what I'm saying, acting up, man. So we might need the whole 2 hours, man. Let my sisters get together in here and do what they do. Hey,
You know
don't
we
you
gonna need 2 hours. You know that because Mimi can talk, so you know we gonna need 2 hours. And me and Don gonna cut up, so you already know what's gonna happen.
man, come on.
It's already going down. You know how we do.
Mika, Angel K, Dunn, man, y'all gonna get in here and act up, bro. All right, don't y'all forget, man. Let me give a shout out to all of that. Don't y'all forget Reflections at me at Instagram. Don't y'all forget the real Angel K at Instagram. Don't y'all forget about our newer sister 7_define at Instagram. You can find all those sisters under all those titles on Instagram and TikTok. And don't y'all forget about my co-host, man. Greens, man. Find on Instagram and TikTok. Very funny sister, as y'all can see. Go check her out, man. She got something special for y'all for Halloween too, man. So y'all be good and y'all check her out tonight, man. Did I cover everybody, man? Appreciate all of y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate all the callers that called in today, man. If I miss your call, man, tune in next Tuesday and we'll try to get you in there. All right. Mo, anything you want to add to that?
I do want to add to all of the parents and kids out there, please be safe and stay well this holiday weekend, this Halloween. If you're going to be creeping out there, in the Halloween festivities, just please be safe. That's all I'm going to say. Keep the baby safe, do your social distancing, wear your mask, or try to do fun, creative things inside if you choose not to go out, but try to keep them engaged and do some fun things with the kids this weekend. So I'm going to say, be safe.
Already. Hey, man, once again, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Talking Tea with Ali and
Monique.
Hey, y'all be good out there, man. Hey, big shouts out, man, to that boy Rick Rock, man. Y'all know how we gonna do it, man. We gonna pull up and we gonna pull up on up out of here. You hear what I'm saying? Hey, big shouts out to our executive producer, man. Hey, Lissa 808 for sending us that information and being a moderator. Hey, don't y'all forget 920 clothing, 920 photos, man. Don't y'all forget about that boy. Hey, Amber Hype. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out on Instagram. Am I forgetting anybody? Nope, I ain't. Hey, y'all be good. So. Y'all be safe, man. We gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all be good. Until next time.
Have a good weekend. All right, we out.
We out.
Cause all you do is hang your hands out, trying to hold something. You can't stand alone, and I'm solo. Got a selfie pic in that photo. I'm charged up, and by next year, I'ma pull up in that Roro. Got Rolls Royce in my vision. See a Lambos in my dreams. Need a Bentley truck or that G-Wagon, cause the ladies love big things. Ooh, I don't know what you heard. In all honesty, I'm the truth. They need Rick Rock in this rap game like Tupac and that juice. And I don't sip lean in my soda. But the little homies, they pour. And if you got a problem, you can catch the hands on God, fooling you to go up. Hey, you know I got the shit poppin'. It's poppin'. Pull up and go shopping. If I see something I won't fool, I'ma ball out, it's no problem. She blowing bands, you a fan. Say you looking for me, here I am. I'ma pull up with 2 burners on me like Yosemite Sam. Damn, I know y'all don't like me. I pull up and get active. I don't got time to worry about a hater. I'm counting paper, you lacking. I pull up and get